Allah is not saying here He has given you everything you ask for, because we ask Allah for a lot of things. Somebody asks for more money, somebody asks for better health, and sometimes they get it and sometimes they don't get it. Allah is saying you're not able to fully appreciate even one single favor of Allah.
وآتاكم من كل ما سألتموه وإن تعدوا نعمة الله لا تحصوها إن الإنسان لظلوم كفار. وإذ قال إبراهيم رب اجعل هذا البلد آمنا واجنبني وبني أن نعبد الأصنام.
رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. Towards the end of Surah Ibrahim, Allah Azza wa Jal mentions a very famous ayah that many people know. وَآتَاكُم مِّن كُلِّ مَا سَأَلْتُمُوهُ. He has given you everything that you could have asked for. The word sa'ala in Arabic has two meanings. It has the meaning of talab. So a sa'il can be someone who's begging, like on the street somebody's asking for something and demanding something. But sa'il can also be someone who's in need, someone who needs. So if, for example, you need medical attention, but you didn't ask for medical attention, you're still a sa'il. Because a muhtaj is also a sa'il. So there's two kinds of sa'il. Sa'il means someone who asks, but also someone who needs. Allah is not saying here He has given you everything you ask for, because we ask Allah for a lot of things. Somebody asks for more money, somebody asks for better health, and sometimes they get it and sometimes they don't get it. But Allah does say He'll give you everything you actually you need. So the understanding of the word here has to be clear. He has given you everything you could have needed. مَا سَأَلْتُمُوهُ. Then He says, وَإِن تَعُدُّوا نِعْمَةَ اللَّهِ لَا تُحْصُوهَا. And if you were to count the favor of Allah, you wouldn't be able to fully encircle it. Al-ihsa is another word for adad. Adad means to count something. But Allah used two different words for counting in this ayah. Allah said in ta'uddu. He didn't say in tuhsu ni'mat Allahi la tuhsuha. He said in ta'uddu ni'mat Allahi la tuhsuha. So in English translation you can say, if you count the favor of Allah, you won't count it. So it sounds like you said the word count twice. But actually He used two different words for counting. And so let's for a moment understand what that would mean. What's something we can learn from that. Literally counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's adad. That's adda. So in ta'uddu ni'mat Allah, if you were to count the favor of Allah. And Allah mentions ni'mah, the singular, ni'mah of Allah, one ni'mah. He didn't say ni'am Allah. Ni'am Allah would mean all the favors of Allah. But counting one favor of Allah is easy. This is one favor of Allah. I can see that's one favor of Allah. I just counted it. But Allah didn't say in ta'uddu ni'mat Allahi lan ta'udduha or la ta'udduha. He said la tuhsuha. Al-ihsa means to husat were actually little pebbles, and the Arabs in the old way of counting, they used to count something and they put a pebble in the bottle, then they put another pebble in the bottle, and they put another pebble in the bottle. Later on people put marbles in the bottle, right? And nowadays in the banks you have, for example, cash machines that count the cash quickly, right? This was the ancient form of counting. Would you put something inside and now it's contained, now it's fully contained, right? This was a record keeping. Ihsa was a kind of record keeping. What Allah is saying is that even if you can count the favor of Allah, one favor, I'm giving the example of seeing, you cannot fully record it. You cannot take full account of it. How many ways did seeing benefit me today? How many ways did seeing benefit me yesterday? Many of you drive. When you're driving your car, if seeing was taken away for 10 seconds, if seeing was taken away in the right moment, what would happen? Well, if you're a surgeon and you're performing heart surgery, and for just a few seconds the seeing gets taken away, or you're a pilot landing a plane and the seeing gets taken away, just imagine for a moment, can we actually fully account for how much seeing protects us from moment to moment to moment, and how many blessings come our way just from this one favor of Allah? Allah is saying you're not able to fully appreciate even one single favor of Allah. Human beings are full of wrongdoing and they are extremely ungrateful. Kathar, extremely ungrateful, and kafar from sighat al-fa'al also means they keep being ungrateful over and over and over again. So I remind myself in this khutbah, I remind you of a favor, but 2 hours from now I'll forget again. And I'll become ungrateful again. It's possible. And then I'll be reminded, I'll become ungrateful again. So the ingratitude of human beings keeps happening over and over and over again. Now it's amazing that the ayat of the Quran, Allah says, "Uhkimat ayatuhu," the ayat of His book, the revelations of the Quran are stitched together.